Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. First, thank you for coming to my video. Also, thank you to our lecturer, Mrs. Yuanita Damayanti, who has guided us in this course until the end of the second semester. Before we get into the presentation, let me introduce my name is Adisty Savira Putri with study number 2022111311. As you can see on the screen, review of the journal article that I will present titled Digital-Based Human Resource Management, Skills and Roles in the Digital Age, written by Reynaldi Ahmad Pradana and friends. I have organized this talk in the following way. First, introduction. Second, questions. Third, method. Fourth, discussion. And finally, conclusion. So, first of all, I'd like to give you an overview of what this paper is all about. This paper is coming from a background where digitization in human resource management helps companies modernize HR functions and gain a competitive edge. At the same time, it requires changes in working styles and changes in the demand for HR competencies. This research aims to explore the benefits and risks of digitization at present and analyze its influence of HR professionals' competencies and roles. The paper focuses on current trends in human resource management caused by digitization and their impact on the required skills of HR specialists. The results indicate that HR professionals tend to be reluctant to adopt such technologies. However, it emphasized the importance of digitization in recent years for HR and the growing demand for digital skills. Now, let's turn to the first part of my talk, which is introduction. Digitalization and robotization have greatly influenced the global job market and work environment. Companies are now forced to deal with the constant flow of new technologies and informations, new forms of work, and the rapid digitization of the workplace and the changing demand for employee skills. The HR function plays an important role in driving organizational change and providing strategic value in the digital era. Digital transformation has reshaped HR functions by leveraging digital tools and applications to innovate processes, decision-making, and problem-solving. The continuous development of HR technologies creates new tasks and roles for HR professionals and motivates them to develop strong HR technology competencies. Cromonerd identified 5 potential HR roles redesigned to meet the challenges of automation transformation. They are network connector, agile enabler, innovation architect, data analyst, and digital consultant. This is due to the possibility of automation of administrative tasks, faster decision-making based and increased availability of employee self-service tools. Individual employee characteristics should be considered in the development of the roles described. HR professionals must be digitally prepared to enhance their role in the business and revolutionize the employee experience by integrating people, HR technology, and process within a new digital ecosystem. So, that's the background on current trends in HR management caused by digitization. This leads directly to the research questions of the paper. There are 3 questions as the problem. First, how are digital devices and technologies affect the way HR functions are implemented? Second, what are the benefits and risks of using technology in HR? And third, what are the most important roles and competencies of HR professionals in the digital era? Let's now take a look at the method. The method used in this research is the qualitative and quantitative method. Based on the primary data that collected in the Sharpen survey related to human resource management issues in SMEs, the survey came from Sharpen project in 2018, in which one of the authors of the paper participated. The survey analyzed more than 14 respondents from 5 selected European regions. Also based on secondary data that obtained by the methods of systematic review, secondary data analysis based on expert judgment and forecasting, content analysis of scientific literature, and the use of a systematic approach. Now we come to the next part, which is discussion. I'd like to divide this part into 2 points. The first is the impact of digitalization on key HR professional competencies and skills, and analyzes secondary data. Paychecks polls explained that the use of digital technology by HR managers is helpful, not only to improve recruitment and regulatory compliance, but also enables them to play a strategic role in the decision-making process and the general success in the company. Studies by Patmore et al. Showed that only 1 in 7 respondents identified their HR team as a team of experts across a range of digital skills. The report of Global Leadership Forecast explained that new business models, organizational structures, analytics, and digital disruptions are influencing the roles and action of HR professionals to build their competence and credibility. Evidence shows that around 70% of HR specialists see the need to increase the application of HR technology and analytics skills. In addition, only 16% of HR leaders feel prepared to operate in a highly digitized environment. A study by InfoCorp found that the employers around the world are facing challenges in finding people with a mix of soft, technical, and digital skills, which allows for reduced replacement risk with automation. So much for point 1. The second is HR digitalization trends, European Digital Skills Survey. Based on the survey, several digitalization trends can be identified in specialist positions in HR. You can see here in the table below that shows the job selected as most important for daily operations. Human resource managers belong to the most important occupations to day-to-day operation. Some of the essential competencies of HR managers are using word processing, creating spreadsheets, using the internet and email. In addition, social media and video calling are also considered very important. HR managers are those who identified as one of the key groups affected by digitization in the past and the near future. Based on that survey, HR managers indicate no change at all in 20% of cases of their ICT usage over the last 5 years. Kovacevic and Kobovic's study shows that few businesses use digital technologies in their daily activities for education and human resource development. However, most of the surveyed companies, 95%, agreed that digital technologies bring significant changes and support human resource development. Another study shows that companies face challenges in introducing new digital technologies in human resource management. The complexity and heterogeneity of HR management processes, employee resistance to revolutionary change, and the lack of systematic use of digital technologies in daily HR tasks are some of the challenges faced. Only about 35% of employers have implemented an integrated human resource management automation system. Eventually, that brings me to the end of my presentation. Therefore, it can be concluded that digitalization is a major challenge for employers, workers, and public authorities, and the challenge needs to be fully understood so that the most appropriate policy option can be identified to turn it into an opportunity for all. The influence of digital technologies is impacting the competencies needed in different occupations and changing their current level of use in the workplace. The finding in this paper, based on the European Digital Skills Surveys, shows an increase in demand for digital skills across many occupations in recent years. The trend is expected to continue to grow as more and more jobs require employees to use ICT and possess digital skills. In my opinion, we must continue to develop ourselves until we reach human resource master in digital technology. So we have the competencies needed by roles in the digitalization era. Besides that, the HRM of every company must be ready for this challenge. I'd like to thank you for taking time out to listen to my presentation. Thank you for your attention.